What's good, guys? My name is Chris Reed, and today we are going to be breaking down Chris Brown's Heat. Now, this beat is really simple, and I just wanted to just take a look at the elements. This tutorial series is all about making better beats and learning how we make beats. And so today's lesson is all about melody. And we're going to give you guys a few tips and tricks on melody, how certain melodies, specifically the Heat beat, was made, and also just an overall understanding of hip hop and melodies in general. So first of all, I'm in Reason right now, and we're just gonna get right into it. So starting right off into it, the Heat melody goes as such. Pretty simple, pretty simple. I think one of those notes was off. Let me see. So it was a da 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 da. That's it right there, right? And that's actually a A minor chord right there, da da da, right there. Okay. So first of all, when we're talking about melody, what we're talking about is the usage of movement between pitch. So as you're going forward in time, there is a change in pitch. The pitch is either going up or down. And the movement or the rhythm of that movement of up and down is what creates a familiar or sound that sticks with you. So we want to create really good melodies. You're going to need a few things. First thing you're going to need is repetition. The second thing you're going to need is a mood. And the third thing that you're going to need is rhythm. And this Heat melody is so simple, but it has all three of those components. The mood kind of starts off eerie, and we accomplish an eerie mood, which is often used in R&B tracks. We accomplish that mood by using what is known as a half step. Between B and C, there is a half step. It's on the notes. Another way you can think of it is the notes are right next to each other. So if you're looking at your keyboard, or if you're looking at a piano roll, for example, let's pull up our piano roll right here. If we're looking at a piano roll and we're looking at these two notes right here, this would be an A and a B flat. If we're looking at those two notes, they are right next to each other. We look at it on here, they are right next to each other. Now A and B, in between A and B, there is B flat. And that's our lesson on music theory today. That's all we're really gonna go through. When you're creating melodies, you need to find a combination of moving between half notes and whole notes. And when you find that combination, you apply the second that gives you a mood. Certain combinations give you a mood, or they give you a feeling like stress or tension, like something is happening and we can't resolve, is what that's called, right? So it either makes you get on the edge of your seat, or it makes you sit down calmly in your seat. And that's what all melody is. Okay, so in the Heat beat, the melody, oh, and then when we get to that E, it kind of feels like, we get to sit back in our chair. And so what the producer does that's really great is he applies that other key to melody, which is repetition. When we get to that home and we feel nice and comfortable, he stays there. And then we go up, maybe another thought. Okay, we're here. All right, we move up one note, right? So that kind of gives you, it's dancing between each other. It's like a waltz. It's like, the people are moving between each other, and then we come back down, right? And so it's all of this movement that's happening. The melody has a certain combination of moods, and then it uses a lot of repetition. And then the full melody just repeats over and over again with very little change. Now, one other thing that you need to see is that it uses some of the same notes. So the first note it uses is a B, and then it uses a C, and then it goes down to G, and then E. So, right? And so we get to the E, we stay on E, we go back to G, which is a note we already use in the melody. We go back to E, and then we don't introduce any new notes. We go lower to C, and then we go even lower back down to A. Now, A is a new note, but in the series, we're still in the same scale. We're still in C major, basically, and we're still in the same scale. So we just introduce that A at the last minute, and what that A does is lead us back into the beginning of the melody, because it's the note right before B. So the A helps us to go back up to B, right? Right? It helps us to get back to B. So that's why it ends in that. Right? And so the melody is really, really simple, but man, when you put all of the instruments together and when you put all of the aspects of the beat together, you really get a really cool sounding beat, all right? The last key that we want to talk about is rhythm. The rhythm of this melody, of course, it goes with the rest of the tempo of the song. And so, you know, when you think about the tempo of the song, if we were to play this out and we were to just lay this out right now, 3, 4, go. And of course, they also actually do. It actually does like a little, but that's all in sound design, not the actual melody. You know, as you use your Nexus and your Omnisphere, and as you use different instruments and Reason, you'll find sounds that you like, and you can get that specific sound to your liking. But specifically, what we're talking about is all about melody. So as we're going, we always go 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, so we have a sound on every single beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it changes. So our rhythm at first was 1, 2, 3. All of those beats, 1, 2, and 3, all had a sound. And so that creates a melody. And rhythm is what makes melody happen. If we change the timing of any of these notes, then all of a sudden we don't have that familiar tune in our head anymore. If this note, for example, comes in too fast, right now I got this grid. Let's drop this down so I can, let's say it comes in like that. Totally different melody, right? Same notes, but the rhythm has changed, and that's why it's important for us to learn rhythm. Alright guys, so I hope that you enjoyed that video all about melody, and I will be bringing you more videos in 2020 all about making better beats. The first one that we started with was melody. We'll move on to drums and bass and everything else as the videos continue. I hope you guys really like this video. Thank you for subscribing. The subscribers keep rolling in. I appreciate you guys. I am going to try my best to make sure I put up new videos weekly, and you guys make sure to subscribe, hit the thumb up, that way you don't miss any content. Learn those melodies, you learn how to make drums, you'll learn how to make better beats. So make better beats today, you guys. This your boy Chris Reed. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.